Hey Gemini, your June tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your main themes come from the Talisman Oracle and the Flower Therapy deck. You have grounding, and then you have let your inner beauty shine, pink rose. It says you're a brilliant example of God's love. Everything about you is perfect, so let your light shine and inspire others. So Gemini, it means that June is all about enhancing your self-esteem, your confidence, and your well-being. And you're doing that by rooting yourself and cultivating stability from within. It's graduating from a state of being in which you're defined by what the world reflects back to you, being told to you and who and what you are, or like needing to have your own identity constructs be co-signed by others to have validity, to a new state of being in which you establish your core identity. You abide in that which is unchanging, as Dr. K put it recently, and then you command that outward. It's living from the inside out instead of from the outside in, and stepping into the role of subject and no longer the object. You're saying my value is not dictated by this person, this relationship, social media platform, what have you. And this doesn't happen overnight, so you can't just like take away one without first cultivating your own power, and then that power outshines the other, and that begins with grounding techniques that underpin that power. So for the first question I asked is, what is something beautiful about you that is being highlighted in June? And you have justice. So there's something about your symmetry and your balance. It could be your physical grace, physical beauty. People might not think of the Justice card as physical beauty, but because it governs physics, nature, and mathematics, this could pertain to the golden ratio in your appearance, or an appealing, harmonious visual presence. And there's also the way your outside and inside are aligned and reflected in each other that give it gravity and solidity. There's no disparity there. And that integrity and authenticity, they're beautiful. And I also see like your inner peace being perceptible in your mannerisms or the way you speak. So there's just a harmoniousness to your vibe and to your energy. So for where you will see the most change, you have the Devil. So this is talking about areas where you feel you're beholden to something or tied to something that you would be freer if you didn't need it. It gives, but it gives less and less, and it takes more and more. So as for a change, it could be like a growing awareness of this and making moves to remove yourself from whatever bondage that is. It could be you that is experiencing the most change at this time, and you'll feel it by certain ties starting to feel more constrictive, or certain habits feeling more restrictive than beneficial anymore. It's like you could be outgrowing your dependence on something, but that something is also dependent on you in a way. So it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a company, a paradigm, an industry, or just something that requires your hard buy-in to exist. Like gambling or smoking, or like pick your poison. Anyway, it's like it's not going to give up its hold without a fight, unfortunately. So for what will be your biggest obstacle, you have the Magician. So it could be struggles with tapping into your full potential, or struggles to get out of the box to find creative solutions. It's the whole, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail saying. You might have have a go-to method for handling challenges, and that needs to expand. It needs to evolve or become more precise or adaptable. So the Magician can also be like a doorway. It's a human doorway by which divine energy takes form in the physical world. So there could be blockages between inspiration and then the actual manifestation. So for the best thing about the month, you have the Queen of Books. This is like the Queen of Cups. This is awesome. This is deep emotional well-being. It's feeling the love, incoming and outgoing. It's being in touch with what your needs are and how to get them met, knowing how to fill your cup, being on an even keel. It doesn't necessarily mean like an absence of difficult emotions, but you'll be in a good place for processing and regulating them. It's potentially a great mental health month. And this is definitely showing with that Justice card as highlighting your beauty. So for your influence and impact on others, you have the Three of Sigils. This is like the Three of Pentacles. So you're a vital part of some kind of team. It could be at work, a business partnership, building a household, a school organization, whatever it is for you. It just doesn't work without you. And some kind of group effort is depending on your contribution as one of the moving parts. Everyone carries their weight appropriately with Three of Pentacles energy. But also involved with this is building your reputation. So your reputation is growing and it's attracting people who want to procure your services, commission you, be on a team with you. They want to drop your name, hire you, all that good stuff. So for what opportunities you should be looking for, you have the Page of Candles. This is like the Page of Wands. So try something new that you've always been curious about. Or if there's nothing that you've always been curious about that you haven't done yet, it could be that something new would come up that sparks your interest, a new interest. And as soon as you feel yourself lighting up over something, that's the opportunity they're talking about. So what ignites a youthful feeling in you? What do you feel like you haven't discovered? What hasn't gotten your curiosity flowing since you were a kid? What is the kid in you leaping towards? Go for that this month. Whatever sparks your enthusiasm. So for where you will find the most support, you have the Five of Candles. So I just want to say something about this, the Five of Wands. If someone brings you drama or conflict, think of that as an opportunity to win. That's just my 2 cents on that one. That reminds me of things that have been happening. There's an opportunity there. But actually, as a support, now don't shoot the messenger, but this is that whole that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger energy. It's being supported by the effort that you've had to put in, the obstacles you've had to overcome, the lessons you've had to learn. Anytime you've had to redirect your energy or reroute or defend your position. It means finding the gifts in adversity. The adversity has been supportive to who you are right now. So for your self-care directive, you have the Ace of Blades, Ace of Swords. Speak your truth. Be impeccable with your word, as they say. What is that? The four agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Take care of your brain. Physically, literally. Puzzles. Foods that are good for neurotransmitters and brain tissue. Do some reading. Do some writing. Learn a language. Learn to be clear and honest with yourself. And this... The big thing here, it means bring your self-care actually into sharp focus. Bring it front and center. It's not a nice to have, it's a priority. So how can you prioritize it better? How can you move it to the tippy top of your list? Are there distractions you can cut out? Can you make more informed decisions? Can you make bolder decisions that prioritize your well-being? So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.